SA Sports Show. Time to talk Southern Footy League, mate. All the footy's hotting up at the moment. We've got SANFL finals, the AFL, of course. We've got all the finals coming up there. But in the Southern Footy League, there's some interesting results on the weekend and some finals coming up. I love the finals.
Well, I'm looking forward to talking to Craig about how this is going to pan out. I mean, you've had Ranella, who's pretty much set on top of the ladder, and I think they've showed up. But the two teams below them have beaten them through the year. So I'm always interested in to see how that'll the permutations as we go into the finals.
There sure is. Joining us as normal is the president of the Southern Footy League, Craig Warman. Craig, good to see you.
Hello, gentlemen. How are we?
Good weekend, mate. It was a good weekend because it's a little bit of a fuse, I think. Noarlunga beating Ranella at Ranella. Whoa, that's a beauty. That's a good result for Noarlunga.
Well, and what a way to finish your minor round season with 1 versus 2. Terrific game. It was nip and tuck all day. Probably about 10 or 12 lead changes during the day. At Noarlunga, very, very good. To beat Ranella at their home ground doesn't happen very often. It promises now to be a really interesting final series. The other victors on the weekend, of course, Flagstaff Hill beat your boys, the Cove. Good effort by the Cove, though. They were right in it, according to the coach, till the last minute. Okay. And Flaggies kicked away. Yeah. The other two games went as predicted, with Morpeth Vale beating Aldinga and Happy Valley. That was a good test for them because Chrissy's have been in good form before the bye. Yeah. We'll look now to the final series. You've got some absolute crackers on the weekend. You've got Morpeth Vale and Happy Valley in an elimination final. Yeah. Happy Valley knocking them off 2 weeks ago by 3 points. So that looks
that's set up for an absolute cracker. And it's the same. I mean, isn't it interesting? I mean, now you've got Flagstaff and Noarlunga.
Yeah,
and both again. I mean, they're pretty evenly matched, aren't they?
Well, they are. They've both won each during the season. On a big ground, you probably just fancy Flaggies. They're going for 7 in a row. So
amazing.
They certainly know how to play the big grounds, and come this time of the year, they've been very, very good. Ranella get the bye, of course, finishing top of the ladder. But it promises to be a really interesting final series.
And that's Bice Oval, isn't it? That's a Bice.
Bice Oval, Christie's Beach Oval. It is a big ground. So
that is a very big ground.
Very similar to Flinders University, where the grand final will be played. And so it'll be interesting to see how that holds up and how both these sides tackle it.
And what about Shark Park, Aldinga? Yeah, now, Happy Valley, Morpeth Vale. I think that game a couple of weeks ago, was that Happy Valley?
It was at Happy Valley.
Happy Valley. Now they've got to go to Shark Park.
Yeah, they do.
This evens the contest up, doesn't it?
Oh, very much so. And it was down at Aldinga last weekend as well, having a look, because we had our under 12 Mini League Carnival down there. Yeah. Ground's in good condition, really good condition, because it's on that sand belt, so it dries out really quickly. With a fresh cut during the week, she'll be in pristine condition.
And good nick too. I think the weather's pretty good too.
I think 18, 20 degrees Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
It's certainly an advantage, Craig, because I think following that solid week of rain, just about every oval in Adelaide opened up. With a bit of traffic, and ovals are getting a lot of traffic these days. So, the scene is set for a terrific encounter and a final series.
Well, and Michael Hamby, first year at Morpeth Vale as coach, a bit of pressure there to get him over the line in an elimination final. I just think Morpeth Vale will just have enough in the tank to beat Happy Valley.
Oh, okay. So who are you tipping in the main one then, the Flagstaff Hill and Noarlunga?
Look, that's a toss of a coin. As I say, Flagstaff will really enjoy the open spaces. Noarlunga like it in close and tight. If Noarlunga can hold them in, you've got a Noarlunga win, no doubt about that. But I just think the experience that Flagstaff Hill have got, with going for their 7 in a row, might just hold them in good stead.
Wow. Okay, you jumped off Happy Valley pretty quickly there.
I've got a bit of a vested interest in Morpethville because of Michael Hamby.
Yes.
I did draft him many years ago. It was just great to see how he's developed and now taking the reins himself, and he's had a terrific year.
Yeah, he has. And again, when you look at any one of the top 5, well, I don't think Happy Valley will win, but that will give you the top 4. any one of those four can win it, because if we go back and look at the situation about a month or so ago, Morphettvale absolutely belted Ranella in the Sunday derby game. So it all looks good. And just finishing up, we've got the girls start their finals as well. So second semi-final, Ranella versus Flagstaff Hill, which Flagstaff Hill got the wood on them a couple of weeks ago for Ranella's first loss. I'd still think Ranella to win that one. And in the other one, you've got Port Noarlunga and Christie's, and I reckon Port Noarlunga might just nip Christie's for that one.
Where are they being played, mate? Where are they
the second semi, Ranella and Flaggies, are going to be played at Flaggies.
Okay.
And the elimination final will be at Morphettvale.
Wow. Hotting up, isn't it, mate?
Oh, it is hotting up. And for all the people down at Port Noarlunga way, the steel's up. And it's starting to take shape down there with their new club room.
Oh, the new gear.
That's a really good thing for the Port Noarlunga Footy Club.
It's been a good year, hasn't it, mate?
It has been, but plenty more to come.
Lots more to come, mate.
An exciting month ahead.
It is, and you're not going to be with us next week, I believe. You're going to be...
No. I'll hand the reins over to Ray O'Donnell, the newly appointed coach of the Cove Football Club for the next 2 years. He's going to fill the void. I've got a commitment over on Kangaroo Island I need to attend to.
Good on you, mate. Lovely to see you, and congrats on a good minor round. We know we've got a lot to do, but this is shaping up to be brilliant. I'm glad it's finished the way it has here, because it really has spiced up the whole competition. Good to see you, mate. Lovely to see you.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more in just a moment.